Hey guys, today let's cover over Feeling is a Secret, a basic overview and understanding of this text by Neville Goddard. It is so transformational and so good. So, Neville Goddard really gets into the power of emotions and their role in shaping our 3D reality. And the book is divided into 4 chapters, each delving into different aspects of consciousness and how to work with them in relation to manifestation. And he gives you techniques and those detailed, explanations, which are really helpful. It's kind of a troubleshooting guide, just like the book of his called The Power of Awareness. It's very transformational. So, chapter 1 is called Law and its Operation. And the basic overview for chapter 1 is, what we all know and have come to find as being true is the concept that your consciousness is what shapes your reality. And he explains in chapter 1 that the world we experience is actually a reflection of our inner state of consciousness. And Neville, explains that consciousness is divided into 2 parts: the conscious and the subconscious. The conscious mind generates ideas and impresses them on the subconscious. The subconscious's role is to express these ideas into the outer world, and that is what it does. So the conscious mind is selective and personal, while the subconscious mind is impersonal and non-selective, he says. The conscious mind expresses ideas, or impresses rather, ideas onto the subconscious, and the subconscious expresses, these ideas into 3D, and it's what we end up experiencing. So, the role of feeling is the focus, and the feeling is the medium through which ideas are impressed upon the subconscious. And no idea can be impressed on the subconscious until it's felt. So this is why we were saying that you have to be careful of the energy and emotion that you're giving, whether it be positive or negative, as your imagination is what creates reality. And Neville gets into that control of feelings is really it's the most important part of everything in manifesting, because to manifest your desired outcome, whatever it is, SP, money, career, your dream home, whatever, you must control your feelings and only entertain those thoughts that contribute to your manifestation, and stay dominant in that joy. So it's chapter 1 is just understanding the relationship between the conscious and the subconscious mind, and they work together to bring forth manifestation, and you have to consciously choose positive thoughts and feelings to impress upon the subconscious, and so that they will show up in your 3D. So the chapter 2 is the next chapter. It's the sleep chapter, and this is the one that's the deepest in my opinion, because it's what you're doing when you're falling asleep. Falling asleep in the wish fulfilled, as Neville would say, is what moves your manifestation towards you. So he emphasizes sleep, and he would say that sleep and prayer are the 2 most important parts. It's the gateway to your subconscious, and the most important part of your being able to manifest and impressing the subconscious mind. So, during your sleep state, it's when your subconscious is the most receptive, is the word, to your thoughts and the suggestions and feelings that are impressed upon it. And Neville goes into something called SATS, which is where you're just a little bit before sleep. It's a state akin to sleep is the how it's pronounced out, and he calls it SATS for short. And it's a drowsy, relaxed state that you have just before falling asleep. It's the ideal time to oppress the subconscious mind, which is why he always says fall asleep and the wish fulfilled, because in doing so, those desired feelings and images, it's going to impress your subconscious mind, and that's what's going to erupt into your 3D. And you're doing visualizations before sleep, and he discusses this, by visualizing your desired outcomes and feeling them as real just before sleep. That you'll effectively be able to impress your subconscious mind, and it'll serve up. And the other technique that he talks about aside from visualization is revising, where anything that was undesirable that was happening during the day, you can revise it and take it and go to what you prefer had happened and impress your subconscious mind with that. Like that works really, really well. And incorporating visualization and positive feelings into your nightly routine, it's significant in enhancing your manifestation practice. And use those moments before you sleep, where you're in that SATS, to focus on your desires and feel them as already fulfilled. And that's so good, and it feels really good to be that version of you that already has all they desire and fall asleep in it. Like, that's a delicious sleep. Chapter 3 of Feeling is a Secret is the prayer chapter. And, Neville defines prayer as a state of consciousness than a particularly religious ritual. But it really is saying affirmations. You really are praying, And but he explains that true prayer is a feeling of the wish fulfilled. And for me, on my end, as I read this chapter, I just think about when you're praying in faith, and you're believing, and you're going to your end, because when you're praying for someone for a healing, you're believing that they're going to be healed, and it's like assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled and maintaining that feeling, and trusting. It's a faith thing. And have faith in the power of your imagination is what comes across loud and clear in this chapter. And trusting in the effectiveness of your prayer. So he's just encouraging us to transform our prayer life, focusing on the desires being fulfilled and that it's already done. And, you go into the end, and, practice assuming this feeling and maintaining it consistently. And that's so good. And, trust the law, because it's always working. You're always manifesting. So just continue to return to that which you desire and give it to yourself. Feel the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And that's such a good time. So chapter 4, the last chapter in the book, is called Spirit Feeling. And Neville really gets into, the subconscious mind. It's the emotional involvement of impressing the subconscious mind, and he gets a little bit deeper in it. And you want to like you always hear me say, return to the joy and the relief of having your desire, and this is really where he's talking, like you want to immerse yourself in the feelings and emotions, associated with your desired outcomes, so it's part of the, you hear me say, fulfill yourself, that's what this is about. And, he discusses inside of this chapter too that, persistence, persisting in the feelings and, consistently returning to it and, feeling the wish fulfilled, regardless of what's going on in your 3D, and it really is an exercise in present moment awareness to just stay in your 4D, stay in your imagination, and not pay attention to 3D, and that's what Neville would encourage you in doing, where you just stay, playfully pretend and stay there and don't use the 3D, to check, and just don't do it. So, you just make feeling the central focus, is what comes across loud and clear in this chapter. And, just make feeling the central focus of your manifestation practices, and just cultivate those emotions that, that are associated with your desire, and just, keep on persisting in it. And, make sure that you fall asleep in the wish fulfilled, and they'll manifest in your reality, So this book, it's just a powerful framework for understanding and applying the principles, and prayer, and, just staying true to that which you desire, and, continuing to master the art of your emotions and your feelings and impressing the subconscious mind. And in doing so, you can manifest the life that you desire. And it's just the whole key to it is just falling asleep in the wish fulfilled and trusting it, and just enjoying yourself, because manifestation is an enjoyable journey. So just make sure that you continue to return to that which you desire consistently and give it to yourself, and be dominant in the state of being the version of you that has all that you desire, and you can get there. So in another video later down the line, we'll dig into chapter 1 and go deeper. But I wanted to quickly go through, the overview and highlights of things that stand out to me in this book, so that it would be easier to understand if you, purchase the book and go through it. And I recommend you jump on Amazon or your preferred bookseller and pick up a copy of Feeling is the Secret. It's such a small book, and it won't take you very long to go through and read. And it's a very enjoyable one, because it's such a good time to think about what you desire, and, it's just delicious. And he really helps you to put things in perspective, and so that you can manifest your desires. So I hope this helped you, and I just I'm very passionate about these books and how helpful they are. So thanks for allowing me to share it with you, and please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I appreciate you guys. Love you. Bye-bye.